Bueno, I'm back. I just have to clarify some things in Series 27. That in 1965, I had met my oldest daughter's mother. Um, and we were together like for 6 months. We broke up after 6 months. Y yo no sabía, I didn't know that. Basically, I didn't know what was going on because a lot of crazy stuff was happening in my life, but, drugs and class. And at the same time, I had opened up a spot. Um, Umbayu is called Umbayu, and after I was doing it, you know. Dude comes to my crib. He came from Chicago, comes to my crib with some people I knew. He takes a whole thing of like a shopping bag full and puts it on top of my table. And I look at the dude and I said, yo, and my boy Carlos was there. And I said, yo, that's a lot of weed, man. He said, yo, all I want is $250 back. I looked at him and said, man, but back in those days, 250 was a lot of money. He must have gave me like about 2 keys, And I had set up the spot as an after hour joint, with a bar. I had girls working with me. They were selling drinks. I was selling those joints. I was an entrepreneur. And that went on, you know what I'm saying? And then, lo and behold, here comes my son's mother. And that's how we went back, But in between that, I had a couple of girlfriends, man, that, they wanted to be with me. But I told them, I said, listen, I'm going through a serious breakup with one of my girls that lives uptown. And, so I just let everything go. But meanwhile, a young dude that I was partying hard, doing my thing, Smoking, I wasn't supposed to smoke because I was allergic to the weed. Ganja. I was pretty cool, again, doing my thing. And I told my boy Carlos, I said, yo, this ain't gonna last. And he said, yeah, I know. Because, when you have an after hours, come on, somebody gonna snitch you out. Somebody gonna call the police on you. And sure enough, man, some crazy shit happened, man, when I had the spot, Like one day, the FBI knocks on my door. I'm smoking a joint. I open the door. My eyes went like this. He said, FBI. I said, whoa. He said, put that out. I'm not here for that. So I took it. I think I threw it under the couch or something, Opened the door. He came in. He said, look, we're looking for a lady left a child at a park on 72nd Street. And we were asking around. And it so happened that they said, everybody in this neighborhood. I said, we try to save your head. He said, well, you're well known like that. He said, you're well known. People like you, We know your nickname and all that. I said, well, you know what? What the lady, did they say what the lady looked like? She left the kid with some people. So then I started asking, I went from, I lived on 82nd Street. I went to the corner. I called this guy, Angel, out the window, and I said, yo, Angel, somebody left a kid, blah, 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 and police is here, man. And he said, well, I heard that somebody's holding a kid for a lady. I said, yeah, where they at? He said, they're on 85th. Just ask for Kiko. I said, okay. So we went over there, FBI, we went over there. And the kid was there, He told me thank you, and he told the people thank you for holding the kid. You know, because the lady, people are nuts. You gonna leave your baby and then come back 5 hours later and say that your baby was kidnapped? Are you nuts? Sure, man. So that was a wake up call. I said, oh man, damn. You know. But one thing I gotta say about the FBI, man, they're some serious, respectful people, man. They don't come in with that rah-rah, NYPD BS. You know what I'm saying? They come in like gentlemen. They show their badge. They speak to you like a human being, man. You know. With police, they come in there, you know, because that's how they grew up. You know, most of them grew up, man. Their fathers whipping their ass, or they grew up in a neighborhood where they were getting their ass whipped. Now they police. Now they walking around like this. Man, you don't know how pissed off I get. Now there are some nice cops that'll deal with you in a nice level, and I knew quite a few. You know that were very cool, man. You know, and I used to tell them, how you become a cop, man? I said, nah, you know, I mean, it pays good. I can buy my houses and then I said, I feel it, man. Okay. So so that happened, man, and I said to myself, I gotta do something, man, because this is getting out of control. That's how I went back with 3G and ended up in Brooklyn and the whole nine. Now, when we broke up and she went to Puerto Rico and I went back to mom's, I saw this article in the newspaper. Now I'm moving forward now because this is like 68. I saw an article, and in the article they said, "Would you like to be a police cadet?" My mom's either wanted me to be a cop or she wanted me to be a preacher. I prefer being a preacher, you know what I'm saying? But, you know, to make her happy when that I went and took the test there, and they accepted me in the police cadet. And the place was on 42nd Street. And I would go there and, you know, getting ready to, you know, get into the whole thing. I was getting tests, psychological tests, all kinds of tests, and I kept passing and passing and passing. One day I'm in the Bronx. I was living on Tiffany Street, 929 Tiffany. One day I saw the police jump out of his car, man, started, for no reason, beating up on some people, man. I saw that, I said, do I really want to be police? You know? So I left and I told my mom, I said, Ma, I'm sorry, but I can't deal with this. You know, it's like being a pickup. I don't even want to go there, but anyway, so that happened and I left it and, you know, I went around as a stick-up kid again, you know. I was sticking people, you know, for their drugs, doing what I know best, you know. Then, right around that time, somebody was looking for young guys, handsome looking, for a magazine or for modeling or whatever the case may be. This girl told me, yeah, you know, you look good, man. You're a handsome guy, you know, blah, blah, blah. Why don't you try out for you? And they're paying for pictures. So I went and did it, you know. I took some, they were ready to do 8x10s. When I was going to go meet the people, me and some other people, I went and got high, man, and that was it. So I clipped my little pictures and I gave one to my neighbor, Uda. I said, here, this is for you. Just think as I become an actor or star one day, you know, I told her jokingly. So that's really nice. Oh, you're very handsome in here. Thank you. I gave some to some other people that I knew that lived in 940. I gave some to my my ex mother-in-law, stuff like that. I think about the trials and tribulations that I went through. Going to try to take care of your life and stuff like that. Then I ended up in I ended up taking a test, and I ended up in a place called no, I was on a list. That's what it was. I was on a list for Harlem Teens on 137th Street. Now, right around, I would say, right around December. No, not December. November. That's why I don't celebrate Thanksgiving with people. I'd rather be by myself. Because me and my brother got shot on Kelly. Shotgun. Boom! My brother went. I said, where you going, brother? No, I said, wait. I went after him, and I was shot, He got shot in the head, I got shot in the head, and I went and picked him up and carried him home and collapsed. So, I think about, the trials and tribulations that I went through. Remember, I got shot at 8 years old. I was 8 years old when I got shot with a 22. Here I go years later, man, on Kelly, and I get shot. So, we survived that. And I was going around sticking people up with a I left the hospital with a, what they call it, bandana, whatever you call it, for your head wrap. And I stuck this dude up for his dress. I said, yo, give me all your drugs. He said, what are you, an Indian? I said, what do you think I am, my friend? But seriously speaking, I went around Simpson. I think Simpson or Fox. I took that off, man, so I wouldn't get recognized. And we went right back. I went right back to the hood. They didn't even know it was me. But I kept on. And my mom told me, you gotta. I said, Mom, I'm waiting to go to school. She said, I hope so, because this is you don't look right. You lost a lot of weight. You look like this. You look like that. So, boom, I ended up in Harlem Teens. Harlem Teens was a very good school. Taught me knowledge, wisdom, and understanding. It really did. It was a black school, right? They had a few, sprinkled Boricuas in there, but everybody else was African American. The teachers were African American. They were the best teachers I ever had in the world. The best. Trust me. Taught me about basically everything. The civil rights movement, everything. Black history, you name it, I learned. And I so happened to meet a girl there. And my boy, she was doing a model, some clothing, stuff like that. And I'm looking at this girl, and I said, damn, man, está buena, And I told my boy said, man, you can't touch that. I said, oh, yeah, really? Okay. When she came off the stage, I started talking to her. And we end up, as friends, going to a place, and then we end up staying together, right? And we were like Bonnie and Clyde, because we were sticking people up in LES. I was living on 9th Street, and we were sticking dudes up on LES, and with hermano mío de crianza, my brother that I grew up with, Justice. Us three, man, we were going around doing some crazy stuff, man, But it wasn't working people. It wasn't no bodegas like these idiots are doing. If you sold drugs, trust me, I'm getting it. I don't care if you have an army, I'm getting it. That's how it was in those days. Talking about the 60s, even early 70s. So uh, we stood down LES. We stood there. Then I lived on Fifth Street, right off Avenue C, and then Third Street. You know, doing my thing. Um, then I told Justice and Justice, I gotta chill, man. You know, I left school. I did this, I did that. He said, yeah, man, I gotta do the same, man. Blah, blah, blah. So I think Justice got busted, and he went up north. That's what happened. So me and Anna, we uh, we did our thing, and we went. I think we went to the Bronx. We went to the Bronx, and she told me I'm pregnant. So, you pregnant? She said, yeah. And I said, well, let's deal with it. But her mom's gave her $250 to abort. And she gave me $250. Yeah. Guess what? Give me the $250, man. We're gonna buy a couple of bundles. Bah, bah, bah. Fire that up, man. You ain't killing mine. You know, that's what I said. You know, you ain't killing mine. That's my baby. What's wrong with you? She had a baby. So that's like my third, you know. But after that, she had 7 abortions. You know. But anyways, I was cool. They wanted, in fact, this gang, a few people I knew who were in the Savage Schools wanted me to get involved. I said, no, man, we can hang, but you know, I can't, I'm out of that, man. I'm too old for that, man. You know, I told them, I said, oh, yeah, we respect that, man. So, you know, when I moved to Mars Avenue, I did meet this brother named Malo, Gano, and some other people who were, you know, Savage Schools. What's his name? Geronimo. And another brother, man. Cool brother, too. Black. Anyway, so you know, I was in the mix, but I didn't go, you know, whatnot. But I knew them, and they were cool with me. I was cool with them, and then Marlo started hanging out with me real deep. We got real deep, whatnot, you know. So I ended up getting a job working for the city of New York, Addiction Services Agency, an office job. I had my calculating machine. I was an audit clerk, right? And I worked my way up, man, to supervisor, you know? And I was doing good, very good. But sometimes when you do good, here comes the bad elements. And the bad elements was my boy came by, man, and he had some heroin. And boom. Me and my girl at the time, we both got high, man, and we was out of this world. You know? So, what was that, Series 27? Peace, wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Many blessings to you all. Take care of your family. Take care of your kids. Most important, take care of your kids, man. Las naciones, okay? Remember that, man. Don't let nobody play you, man. Don't let nobody say you're this when you're not. All right? Because people do that. They say, oh, you know, you're this way. Whatever. You come from this tribe in Spain, or you come from this tribe in Africa, or you come from this. Hey, si tú eres boricua o dominicano, okay, tú eres taíno. Punto. Mezclado, you know, mixed with African and mixed with Spanish. But don't let one group dominate the other. That's what I'm trying to say, man. All right. And with that, te lo digo de aquí. Be safe. Love you all.